30 seconds. That's how long it took. A man with a shotgun walked from the hotel lobby to the security screening area, opened fire, and was tackled to the ground. Inside 30 seconds, the President of the United States had been pulled off the stage, every cabinet member in the room evacuated, 2,600 guests were hiding under their tables, and one of the most powerful gatherings in American political life had become a crime scene. 30 seconds. You just spent roughly that long reading this sentence. But on the night of April 25, 2026, the 30 seconds that opened up in a corridor of the Washington Hilton came within one bulletproof vest of altering history. Trump released the security footage himself on Truth Social. In the video, the man's stride is unhurried. He moves like a late arrival, running past a cluster of agents who are in the process of dismantling the metal detector equipment, then firing. An agent goes down, saved by his vest. The entire sequence, 30 seconds. But what makes people go cold isn't what happened inside those 30 seconds. It's why that 30-second window existed at all. This is Tactical Trace. We don't worship the tech tree. We only ask one question: does it work? Tonight's question is, how does a multi-layered security system designed to protect the President of the United States fail simultaneously in multiple places inside a 30-second window? Cole Tomas Allen, 31, Torrance, California. Bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from Caltech. Master's degree in computer science from Cal State. Teacher of the Month in December 2024. Developer of a $1.99 indie game on Steam. Donor of $25 to the Kamala Harris campaign in October 2024. Then he boarded a train from Los Angeles to Chicago, and from Chicago to Washington, D.C. He checked into the Washington Hilton as a registered hotel guest. Same hotel, same night. The President of the United States was having dinner inside. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche confirmed Sunday morning that preliminary findings indicate Allen had set out to target administration officials, likely including the President. This was not an impulsive act by an impulsive person. This was a smart person who planned his approach days in advance, traveled across the country, and positioned himself inside the security perimeter before the event began. He found the 30-second window, and he walked straight into it. Now we need to look directly at the most disturbing detail in that surveillance video. When Allen charged the screening checkpoint, agents were dismantling the metal detectors. Why? Because the President had been seated, no additional guests were entering, screening was complete, and equipment was being packed down. Standard protocol. That decision was entirely reasonable. The Washington Hilton lobby remained open to hotel guests during the dinner. Standard commercial hotel operations. Allen checked in as a guest days in advance. He triggered no flags in any database. Every individual decision was defensible. No one failed. And that's exactly the problem. No wrong decision, no negligent agent, no violated procedure. And yet a man with a shotgun reached a position within one ballroom wall of the President of the United States inside a 30-second window. Secret Service Deputy Director Matthew Quinn said the suspect was stopped at first contact, and that multi-layered protection worked. That is true. But on that night, how far was first contact from where the President was sitting? There is a deeper breach than venue security, considerably harder to patch. 60 days. That's how long Democrats had been blocking Department of Homeland Security appropriations bills in Congress over immigration enforcement disputes. The result? Every agency under DHS, the Secret Service, FEMA, the Coast Guard, operating without a fully authorized budget. On the night of that 30-second window, the agency protecting the President of the United States had no complete budget authorization. Security funding is not a light switch. Cut it for 60 days, and you don't see the lights go out on day 61. You see, on some night you cannot predict, in some corridor you assumed was safe enough, a 30-second window quietly open. That window had been there for 60 days. July 2024. Butler, Pennsylvania. A bullet grazed his ear. September 2024. Palm Beach, Florida. An agent spotted a rifle barrel in the bushes before it fired. April 25, 2026. Washington Hilton. A man who checked in as a hotel guest days in advance stepped directly into a 30-second procedural gap. 3 times. 2 years. Each attempt more sophisticated than the last. Each one closer. Trump told reporters afterward, "I've studied assassinations. The most impactful people, the ones who make the biggest difference, Lincoln and the others, they're the ones who get targeted." He placed himself beside Lincoln. That framing is his business. What matters here is something else entirely. After 3 attempts, this system is still relying on bulletproof vests and 30-second reaction windows to close its gaps. And the next person looking for that window may already be on their way. No one failed. The system says it worked, but a Caltech-educated engineer spent the price of a train ticket, checked into the target hotel as a registered guest, and walked through a 30-second procedural gap, and came within 1 vest of changing everything. The system didn't fail in one place. It failed everywhere at once. And next time, there might not be 30 seconds. If you want to see through the surface to the systemic vulnerabilities underneath, subscribe to Tactical Trace, hit that like button, and ring the bell. We don't trust statements that the system worked as intended. We only ask where the next window opens. See you on the next battlefield.